Everybody, and welcome to EdTech Chat and Chew, episode 23. Can you believe it? It's almost Christmas, friends. It's crazy. Yay! And we're going to be having an education roundtable today to talk about some of the cool things that we've been doing, some new Skype opportunities that you may not know about, and some cool resources that you just need to add to your collection. I'm Diane Smokorowski from Andover, Kansas, and this is
Micah Brown from Andover, Kansas.
And then from Pennsylvania we have
Mike Soskel. Hi, everyone.
And from Texas we have
Karen Belbier.
So we're excited to be with you today. So Mike, let's get the kickstart first with how our projects are going for registrations.
Yeah, our Global Kidwish Exchange that we're doing, which for those who haven't been following, what we're doing is we're pairing up classrooms from all over the world in a greeting card exchange where kids are going to write down their wish for 2015 to make the world better, and then one action they're going to take towards making that come true. And then they are going to put that in a greeting card and send it to another class somewhere else in the world that we pair them up with. And every child who participates is going to get a personalized greeting card. And then in January, once those cards are exchanged via snail mail, the classes are going to either Skype or Google Hangout in with each other so that the students can meet each other face to face. And we put that up just before Thanksgiving. I want to say the Monday before Thanksgiving, maybe the Friday before Thanksgiving. We put that up, built a website where people could sign up for it. And just in the last week or so, we've got over, I think it's this morning when I checked, 32 classrooms from everywhere, ranging from Greece to Canada to all over the United States that are going to be participating. So I anticipate as we get closer to the December 10th deadline. And if you want to sign up, you have to do it before December 10th because in order for us to have enough time to partner those classrooms up, we've got to have a hard deadline. So it's going to be December 10th. But I would anticipate that we're probably going to get a lot more that sign up before then. So it's, last year it was one of my favorite projects, and this year it's going really well.
And then Micah's got a project she just put up too.
I do. It's a gingerbread STEM Skype project. It calls for second grade teachers, but we're interested in any primary aged classrooms. If you're studying communities, we'd love for you to build a gingerbread community and then Skype with another classroom and compare communities.
And when is the deadline to register for that one?
December, oh, you put me on the spot. December 13th, I want to believe.
Okay, so it's coming up. You have a couple weeks to join in on that one. What I thought was really great last year was how we had communities that were being built, but often the students used structures from their own community. So if you have a Target in your community, one of her classes built a Target, and then another group had a water tower. I mean, it was really kind of interesting that you could take this walking tour, so to speak, through what your community looks like versus ours.
Right.
And it was kind of messy fun, right?
But that's the best part.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Turned into a big old Christmas party in my room.
So we definitely are looking more classrooms to join in on that one, so we can start getting you guys connected for that as well. So it's good stuff. Mike, is there anything else before we start our roundtable?
I have, I mentioned it last week, but I'm still signing up classrooms for our December holiday song exchange Skype-a-thon that we're going to be doing. I've got 7 time slots throughout the day, and our elementary music teacher is going to be having her classes Skype in with classes from all over the world where kids get a chance to share 3 or 4 of their favorite Christmas songs. And I know, we're still off school today. It's the first day of deer hunting season here in northeastern Pennsylvania, so there's no school. No one would show up, so we've got the day off. But I know in my inbox waiting for me are multiple emails of people that are looking to sign up, and we've got countries, in Europe. I've got a class in Russia. We've got a couple classes in South America that are joining us. So we're really going to have a nice international flavor for that. And the slots are going quickly. I'm really looking for if anyone wants to fill my afternoon slots, because for schools in Europe and Africa and Asia, that's not a time that works for them. If we've got any viewers or anyone that wants to participate out on the west coast of the United States or in Mexico or Hawaii, it would be great. We're looking to fill those afternoon time slots. I mentioned that last week, but I'm throwing it out there again.
Well, and then we're also looking for primary classrooms who want to connect with some second graders here to share about Christmas, how you prepare for that in your own community. We have a class from England that's signed up, but we need 4 more, or we need 3 more. And hopefully Eero, I know she's watching, maybe we'll be game to pop in on that one with us, and a few other locations. But there's that, and then I have a freshman class who just did a Skype across South America and Central America. They're doing December 10th Skype across Europe. So I'm looking for classrooms to help make that happen, or people who live in those spaces. So, friends, we're just going all over the world.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Joe, how are you?
I'm doing good. Can you all hear me?
You can hear you great.
I was having some technical difficulties. The music was blaring and my images were coming in and out, and I was like, so I just had to restart the machine. Yeah,
There was one Thanksgiving break, perhaps.
That's what it was. It still wanted some more. I let it rest for about, a good 5 days. I didn't touch my computer at all during the break. I was like, nope, I'm going to disconnect and just enjoy family and nice.
That's awesome. Well, with this roundtable today, Karen, you've got a pretty cool resource you want to share with everyone.
Recently, actually, one of our ITS shared this site called wegivebooks.org, and it's a really great site for you to actually your students, your parents, your teachers to have access to really great digital books online. It has a great search feature in there if you're looking for nonfiction, if you just want to look for something in an age group. And what I like about it is the site, their main mission is to put books in the hands of children. So it's really great, especially if you're a teacher and you're wanting your students to read nightly. You've got a resource for them if they don't have a lot of books at home, or again, if you want to do a nice little read aloud with your students. There are some great titles in there that would relate to December, like snow and Christmas, and I even think that there was, I don't remember if it was the night before Christmas, but there's some really great titles in there that you might be interested in. I also found one other cool site that I just want to share. If you do a Google search for how to build a snowflake, there's, like building a digital snowflake, you'll find that there is this site online where you can use like little digital snippets or scissors so that you can create your own snowflake. And I was just kind of thinking I might share that with some of my teachers, because then the kids could follow the directions and fold their own, traditional paper, and then snip on the computer, snip on the paper, and see if once it opens up, if it looks exactly the same or different, then maybe why.
That's awesome.
Go ahead and tell her.
Karen, I think it's called Make a Flake. So if you Google Make a Flake, I think it's the first one that'll pop up. My second graders loved that site.
All right. I just found it like a couple days ago. I thought it was so cool. I spent a little time making flakes.
That's cool. I'm going to definitely share that out with my teachers.
Karen, do you have any other things that you want to share?
No, just do a Skype search. I did a Skype, excuse me, I'm fumbling on words here, to see what kind of connections were out there. I like yours, Micah. I'm really excited about that. I'll share that out. But I also found that there was a flat gingerbread connection as well, where you can send gingerbreads across the country, kind of like that Flat Stanley sort of project. And so that's another neat one to kind of check out, too.
Yay! That is a good one. I saw that one as well. Mike, what do you have to share today?
Well, there's a couple of things that I'm looking at. One, just before we got on the air, I haven't had a chance to explore this yet, but our third graders have used the Night Zookeeper site quite a bit, and we've actually had two really incredible Skype calls with him this year. One, a back-to-school call, and one, a Halloween call, where he, one of the Night Zookeeper, I guess the Night Zookeepers, right? It was the zookeeper at the Night Zoo. Skypes in with us from the Night Zoo and explains to us about the different animals, and there was a whole creativity piece that went along with it to get our kids creating and building their own animals for the Night Zoo. Well, I believe that he just put up a Skype lesson for Christmas. I believe that's what the blog post was. I haven't had a chance to explore it yet. It was literally about 3 minutes before we went on the air that the tweet came across. So that, regardless of whether there's a Christmas Night Zoo virtual field trip that you can take, he is definitely worth connecting with on there, Paul from the Night Zoo. And that's a great site to, if you're looking at just creativity or creative writing or artwork for your students, that's a good site. The second thing that I'm really looking at, and I haven't had a chance to play with this because it's just come to my attention, is something called Microsoft Sway. Does anyone know anything about that?
I signed up for it, but I haven't played with it yet.
Yeah, same with me. I just signed up for it, Joe.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a great way to present, right?
Yeah, so it looks like it's PowerPoint-like in the sense that it's that you present with it. but it looks like a lot more interactive and more like a digital storytelling tool. So if you've got like a project that you want to, Microsoft is great if you're trying to get information across, or PowerPoint. But this looks much more like a digital storytelling. So if you have a project and you want to tell the narrative of how that project went from the beginning to the end, or you want your students to be able to do that, it looks like Sway may be a better tool for that. And so I'm really interested. I just signed up for the free trial like Joe did. Yeah, I'm curious to see what it is and to play around with it. But that may be something to keep an eye out for as a presentation tool for kids.
Great idea. Great idea. And the Night Zookeeper, we were looking. We just checked. It's not on the Skype in the Classroom website yet, but
okay.
We will be here. He ran one last year called Christmas in the Night Zoo. So my guess it'll be there. And you said that on his webpage.
Yes, on the nightzookeeper.com, he has a Christmas resource where he has a story that kids can write along with. So the resource is there. The call's just not ready yet.
But I bet it'll be.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking. I'm on his blog right now. It's the Night Zoo Christmas calendar, door number 1. So it's the first post of, I guess, every day on his blog at 9 o'clock in the morning, Greenwich Mean Time. So for us, we're about 5 hours before that. They're going to be posting a new item to their Night Zoo Christmas calendar. So that it may not be an interactive Skype call, although I'm sure he'd still connect with students if he wanted to do that. But it looks like something cool is going to be on their blog every day in December. So that might be something worth taking a look at.
Most definitely. Oh, I'm excited. He's one of the best, by all means.
Yes. Hands down, my favorite calls ever. He's so engaging.
Yep. Yeah. What's some cool stuff that you've been playing with lately, or website resources?
Well, I haven't been hanging out in a bit because I've been really crazy busy, right? But anyway, I actually went to a Microsoft training a while back, and I was asking about the Sway, but the guys they had no idea because they're not connected with this way, so I was like, boo. But they were excited about the new Skype with the built-in translation. So I'm all like, okay, can you show us? Well, we don't have it ready yet. I'm all, okay, you're teasing me all this good stuff, but you're not, you're not giving me anything. Come on. But of course, they were trainers, but they're not from Microsoft. They were hired by Microsoft to do the presentation. So of course they were excited about the new products, but they didn't have anything to share. But I do right now, since I see Michael with his baseball cap and his running gear. By the way, today there is a Pebble. The Pebble, if you ever want to get the Pebble, right? It's on sale today for like $20 off, so it's pretty sweet. So nice. I'm throwing that out there just in case for those people. Yeah, like the one Karen has. Thank you, Karen. Yeah. And
I run with Nike Plus, Joe. So I've got my Nike Plus GPS watch.
Well, that's how I keep up with you, right? But I see your miles, I'm like, I'm not even gonna try. But at least with the Pebble, it's cool because you can use it for swimming and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm excited. And this morning I was reviewing some apps that I'm excited about. I'm always looking at apps, and so I'm always looking for some cool apps. And I did find one, but this is for another time. But I'm excited about apps that actually use that pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So the harder you press, the thicker. So instead of flipping through and so I figured once in a while, once they bring this kind of technology to Skype, it'll be pretty sweet because you can actually take Droid to a different level. Yeah. But I don't have much to share because I've been out.
No, that's. I think the Skype Translate. I don't think we've talked about that on the show before. Skype Translator.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how it works. I'm losing my Spanish, by the way, because I've been in Austin now for about 6 months now almost, and so I don't have anyone to really talk to in Spanish, And so my parents were here for Thanksgiving, and I was talking to them in Spanish the whole time, and I caught myself like, wait a minute, how do you say that in Spanish? It really, and so it'd be kind of cool to communicate with family in Mexico, right? And then have it off, try to learn the Spanish, keep the Spanish. But when I'm having a hard time with those, my Spanish relatives that have that huge Spanish vocabulary, I can just turn on the translation and just oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. So for those that haven't seen it before, and I've already signed up for the free trial, and I don't know if everyone else has, but
I signed up.
Yeah, it's totally worth it. It's Skype.com or Skype.com/translator, I think, or translate. But basically, it's like Star Trek. I could be speaking to you in English, and you can be speaking to me in Russian, and literally, I will speak a sentence and then pause, and it will then translate it into Russian and speak it to you. And then you'll speak in Russian, and you'll pause, and then take a second, and it will translate it into English and speak it to me. And so you don't even have to speak the same language as the people you're communicating with. And I mean, think about the doors that's going to open up for students. It is, I mean, Diane and I saw it for the first time when it was first, before it was even introduced to the public back in May. And now they're starting their beta testing. It looks, I mean, this is going to be an absolute game changer. It's going to be incredible.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
And we have such a diverse culture in our own states. Now we can embrace parents as part of the learning process. And I mean, it's a game changer all the way around.
Yeah, I mean, think about parent-teacher conferences with kids, where their parents don't speak English. It's going to be amazing. It's such a game changer.
Agreed. And there is a Skype in the classroom lesson, Joe, if you're interested in. It's a classroom from Spain that wants to connect with the one in the United States to hear about the War for Independence.
Wow.
Maybe you would be willing to jump in and help that class out in Spain, and they want it in Spanish, but maybe you can practice your Spanglish and go back and forth.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I would love to.
So I'll send you the link so you can check it out.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Be like,
You can still be interested. You just be on a global scale.
no, that'd be awesome.
Awesome. And Micah, what are we working on today?
Chromebook Carl.
So we can have him.
Yeah, he's resting.
He's resting.
Yes.
Okay. We'll have
Hold on a second.
Can you see him?
Okay.
Notice the little logo.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Okay,
We can't decide if it's sweet or creepy or both.
Yeah.
Well, I think Elf on the Shelf, overall kind of walks that fine line.
Just right, yeah. The 18 teachers that we mentor through 12 different Christmas challenges to basically load some tools in their nerd toolkits. Working on things like screenshots and webcams and what else we got
Google
going?
shorteners.
Google shortener.
Commenting in
Mhm.
Google Docs, maybe the font changes, because you guys know there's like 1 million fonts nearly in Google Docs, not just the handset that you see in the beginning.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I didn't know.
When you go in,
I stick to Comic Sans all the time. So
No fun. No fun.
Comic Sans, that's an elementary teacher for you too. When you go in to change the font, if you pull the drop down, there's an option in there that says see more fonts or something like that. Bam. Just dozens and dozens to pick from.
It
Wow.
opens a whole new world.
Yep. So there's lots of little tweaks and things that people just don't always know off the top of their heads, like how to save a Google presentation as pictures. And I don't know, we're just going to be showing some of those little fun things, but Chromebook Carl's going to be the center of attention. Ugly Christmas sweaters are coming on the way. We have, thanks to her amazing husband, we have light up jewelry for the videos. So we're videotaping later today to get started on these. So we'll be sharing them with you guys as well.
That's
sounds
awesome.
exciting.
I can't wait to see the ugly Christmas sweaters.
It's going to be fun. Just saying. It's going to be great. So those are the things that we're working on. Is there anything else, Mike, that we need to share?
No, I think we hit all the big things, and I mean just what we shared so far. There's a lot of good stuff. I know that I've got a couple of days of exploring resources in front of me now.
Definitely. I'm going to be checking out signing up for the Google
Translate.
or
Yeah.
the Bing Skype translator. That's the one. See, Karen, it's contagious. We're getting all But I think this definitely gives everyone in the audience a chance to get started, and definitely sign up for our projects if you haven't had a chance to. We are on the Skype in the Classroom website under the STEM communities. Kidwish Project. We haven't put the one around the world. I'll put that one on later today. And then, Mike, the other project you have, what is it called at Skype?
The December holiday Skype-a-thon or holiday song exchange Skype-a-thon.
Okay.
It's on there. If you look under my under Michael Soskell on Skype in the Classroom, it's listed as one of my projects. It's not a EdTech Chat and Chew project. It's just up under me. And for Kidwish, if anyone's curious about that link, simply you do a Twitter search for the hashtag Kidwish. And, as people are signing up, they're sharing out, their excitement, using our hashtag. So that's kind of cool, too.
It is very cool.
That's awesome.
Okay, my friends, that should cover it for this week. We'll see you next time on EdTech Chat and Chew. Oh, wait! We forgot to say what was for lunch. The most important thing.
That's our shtick. That's where we got to do that.
Joe, what's for lunch?
I'm either going to have pork chops at home or Thanksgiving leftovers. So.
It sounds good. Karen, what's for lunch?
A pack of tuna, and I've been juicing, so I've got some cranberry juice today in a raised car cup.
Oh, nice. Good job.
That makes it extra special. Okay, Mike, what's for lunch?
I had leftover gumbo. We're having leftover Thanksgiving for dinner, so it's all good. And actually, this morning for breakfast, I had leftover bagels and lox from New York. So it's just a leftover extravaganza here at the Sospel household.
I think Mike has earned the award for the week. Usually, one of us has you have the best lunch, and then Micah, we're going over to my house. Yes.
Yes.
We're having leftovers too, so it's turkey all the way around, friends.
Sweet.
Okay. Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.